Hi, Soul Family. How are you? Happy Saturday. Yeah? Happy Saturday? Maybe it's happy Sunday. I don't even know what day it is. Isn't that crazy? What day is this? How do I find out what day it is? Let's see. I need to find out. What day is this? Can you just say that to Google? Can you? What day is this? I need to ask somebody what day this is. This is ridiculous. For some reason I feel like yesterday was Saturday, but then I don't feel like today is Sunday. So this is the second message. Tell me what you want. I thought you saw me wink. This is the second message. Somebody who thinks that you understand what they're doing. I'm going to give all my secrets away. Okay, so let's see. April 13th. It's Saturday. Okay, it is Saturday. All right. Oh no, it's not Saturday. Okay, I know this is ridiculous that I'm doing this, but they're saying a customer. Yeah, that is. It is Saturday. Okay, good. I haven't lost a day. My God, let me turn the radio down. This is the second message. That somebody is not communicating properly with another person, and they're thinking that the person understands what they're doing or what's going on. It's like they, you know, I thought you saw me wink. We've been getting a lot about this, so I don't know if you're gonna you want to strangle someone because they're not picking up on it, right? But it's like clear communication is necessary. You know, maybe clear communication can't be done at this moment. So, I'm gonna give all my secrets away. So that's probably the only way it's gonna work, is if you give all your secrets away, because otherwise there's too much confusion. I got 2 new decks. I got the Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracle, because you know I love working with the animal messengers. And I got a new Angel Tarot. Because my decks, I use them so much, obviously, right? I do this all day long every day. They are so destroyed that I can tell what the cards are from the backside, and I like to be surprised myself. I mean, it's been years since I've had a deck that was so crispy, and the cards are so pretty, the colors. So what I've been doing is I've actually been working with 3 different decks. Now that's been when I'm doing a long message for one person, like an hour reading. So today I'm going to, I guess we're going to go back and forth is what Spirit just said. So the items you're going to choose from are, this is African Musk. I'm embarrassing myself yet again because apparently I said I love my Egyptian musk, and they were out of my Egyptian musk, and I can't get to Idlewild the normal way anymore because the roads have been all closed, and I would have to go to through this place called Awanga, which is out in the middle of the dirt. That's where the dirt people live, and it's 40 minutes to get there, and then 40 minutes from there to Idlewild, and then back. And it's like, no. So I'm probably going to have to somehow figure out how to get there, because otherwise it's a 4-month wait. So I went to my other spiritual shop where I got these cards, and their Egyptian musk smelled yucky. It didn't smell anything like the stuff up in Idlewild. And so this is African musk, and he says, well, Egypt is in Africa. And I said, really? I didn't know that. That's another thing I didn't know. I don't know what day it is, and I didn't know that Egypt is in Africa. I'm going to ask that. In Africa? You guys are all laughing probably. I mean, I don't know. Why didn't I know that? Is Egypt in Africa? I just heard yes. And it's funny because people that are prejudiced, right, that are very religious, it's fun to say, oh yeah, well, Jesus is black. Egypt, officially the Arabic Republic of Egypt, is a country spanning the northeastern corner of Africa and the south corner of Asia. So it's both. So, something I didn't know. Interesting. I have such a connection to Egypt, to ancient Egypt. It's interesting. So there's that. Then I have been surrounded by bees. It's been the bee totem, message to me everywhere. This was my mother's pin, and it fell. I've had it up on my lampshade along with her other pins. There's another green bee and butterflies, and it fell off yesterday, and it broke. And the wings fell off of this big fat queen. Interesting. Big fat queen, and the wings fell off. So I had to glue it back together. And it's just been bee totem message after another, one after another. My landlord, I literally was just holding it in my hands, and my landlord said, there's a bee down here. And I'm just like, okay. And then, anyway, so bee totem is our message. We're going to talk about that. There's specific messages coming. So I'm going to pick this because it literally is throwing itself at me, right? So there's a bee that's literally throwing themselves at me. Big fat bee. Okay. Another message. What can we choose from? We can choose from... Oh, this. I got this at the store. Since all of my favorite crystals and things are in Sedona, I've got to figure out about that. This was hanging there, and I got this. The Tree of Life. It's a money tree, because look at the I Ching. And I just loved it. I love the color of new growth and new beginnings, and because there's things that are, everything's shifting, and it's all about new. So there's this. I choose this. I choose this, and I choose the bee, even though I love the musk. Okay, so that. And one more. No, I guess I can't. I was going to hang this right on the corner of that. The other one, what is the other item? What is it? What is it? Unfortunately, I've already chosen my items. I probably would have chosen this because this is my power animal, one of my major power animals. The Black Panther with the blue eyes. Cuff. My girlfriend made this for me. And what's interesting, oh, I love this. This panther has broken the chains that bind. Somebody was literally talking to me about that, and I think I posted something about that this morning. These are our items, so let's look up. Hold on, I want to see. I've been looking at these box fan trucks, like what are they called? Like U-Haul trucks that people are making into homes, and they're bitching. I'm looking at this one, guys. So that's on my page. I got to hold on to that. What was I going to ask? Oh, what I posted. So about breaking the chains that bind. I'm a little bit discombobulated today. I'm tired. I've had real tension in my head too, and I don't understand whose it is, or it's interesting. So break the chains that bind. I think I put that right at the top. You know, whenever I start with things like this, it is. So what it is it's interesting. Let's see if it comes up. It's 5 of Michael. And I had my bracelet, this big bracelet here. I had that around that. And I thought about that person telling me about the chains that were binding them. So break the chains that bind you. The 5 of Michael. Archangel Michael is telling you that the situation does not serve you. So you're meant to release your attachment to the outcome. Consider a more uplifting approach. The situation doesn't serve you. So you're supposed to stop and reconsider. And I got that just a few minutes ago. Reconsider. Reconsider if your actions that you're planning are worth your time and energy. You might win the day, but lose the war, right? That's been coming up a lot as too. Strong possibility that you're not going to be able to celebrate in the end. So I'm going to push through to this situation, and I'm going to win that. I'm going to win this battle. But in the end, you won't be celebrating because you've lost the war in some way. So Spirit says there's a lot of negative energy coming from the people that are in that situation, around that situation. It doesn't match your vibration. You don't want it. So Archangel Michael can help you vacuum away any fear, any negativity that are stopping you from breaking the chains that bind. Well, this panther, which is my animal, broke the chains that bind. So I want to hold on to this. So shoot, I guess I love them all. I love this one the most though. And I love the fact that this one is powerful. It's kind of like Shira, Princess of Power, right? So let's do oh gosh, these are the items. Bee, Black Panther, African Egyptian Musk, and the Tree of Life, or the Money Tree, or the New Beginnings. So, geez, I guess I'm picking up 3 really important messages today. I normally give myself 2, but there's no reason why, because they're all mine anyway, right? All right, we're going to start with the bee, and we're going to start with this deck. So I'm curious to see if Archangel Michael shows up again and asks you to break the chains that bind you. Correct for neutrality. They're so stiff I can barely shuffle them. And what's so cool about this now is I always, I'll end up inevitably at a place and somebody will say, oh, I wish you could read for me, and I don't have any cards, right, to do a proper reading. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy a new deck, and I'm going to put my old deck that has all my energy in it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got all my energy in it. It's just kind of beat up. I'll throw that one in my car, so I always have it with me no matter where I go, so that I can do a reading. All right. For those who chose the Bumblebee, bumblebees are on the endangered list, you know. Got to be careful. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the Bumblebee. King of Air. So this is like the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is basically, this could be a lawyer. This could be a legal situation. This could be somebody that is coming to help you. This one's in the front. This one's in the lead. Now, remember I said this one fell. It fell in front of me and its wings broke. And I had to repair it delicately. I had to delicately repair it. And as I look at it, I feel as though they're on a little cockeyed. I don't like the way they're on, so I feel like I'm going to take them off and redo it. There's something that's not right about it. Something's not right. So there's a message in itself. Something's not right with this bee, this queen. They're throwing themselves at me. They're broken. Something's not quite right. So in that situation, there's something that's not quite right. And this is talking about speaking your truth with confidence. This is also about seeking help, guidance, professional advice. Maybe there's something, maybe that's the situation. There's somebody in your life, there's something not quite right with them. They're broken, they need help. And so maybe this is a message. This is about balancing your mental and emotional considerations. So there could be, this one's having a difficult time, right? It's on an endangered list. It's danger around this one. Wow, this song keeps coming. If I gave you all my trust. All my trust. So if there's something that's not quite right, and it looks like it's a queen bee, the wings have fallen off. It's throwing itself at me. It's on the endangered list. It's not what it seems. And this song keeps repeating over and over and over. It's Jennifer Lopez. If you had my love. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? Somebody's having a hard time. Someone's fallen. Somebody has broken their wings. Their wings are wings to fly, right? So the ability to fly, the ability to move forward. They're on the endangered list. So this is a very special, very precious someone or a situation. I would say a someone that needs our love and absolute tender loving care. Giant crane just went by right now. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? And if somehow you knew that your love would be untrue, would you lie to me and call me baby? Now, if I gave you this is how it's going to be. First of all, I won't take you cheating on me. Tell me who I can trust if I can't trust you. And I refuse to let you play me for a fool. You said we could possibly spend eternity. You said we could spend eternity. See, that's what you told me. That's what you said. But if you want me, you have to be fulfilling all my dreams. If you really want me, babe. If you want my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? Would you lie to me? This is someone who has fallen. This is somebody who they're needing to balance their emotions and they're fighting with their head and their heart. They're throwing themselves at me. Someone is throwing themselves at me and they're broken and why does this keep coming through? You said you want my love and you've got to have it all. But first, there are some things you need to know. If you want to live with all I have to give, I need to feel true love or it's got to end. Well, of course, right? I don't want you trying to get with me. So I don't want you throwing yourself at me. Don't throw yourself at me. Don't bother throwing yourself at me if you're going to lie to me, if you're not going to be true. This is what this person is saying. And this is what I'm saying, right? If I had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? And if I knew your love would be untrue, would you lie to me? So somebody has lied to another person. It's broken them. Their wings, that they're afraid to fly again. There could be somebody in their life that has broken them. Somebody that has got problems. they're being asked to seek out professional advice. This could be a lawyer. This is somebody who's walking in front of the herd, stands out. This is not a slouch. This is a king. Now, the King of Swords is not somebody that comes across with gentle words. This is what has happened. Somebody has come and spoken in a way that has been abusive, that has hurt this one, that's caused this person not to trust, and it's left them unbalanced. Right? It's left them imbalanced. If you see a bumblebee fly, they don't fly very smoothly. They're kind of like, they're lumber around. So this could be somebody that's has been helping another person that has lost their way. Somebody that has been hurt. Somebody because the King of Air, the King of Swords is brilliant. They're a professional. This could be a lawyer. This could be a police officer. This could be a counselor. This is a business person. This is absolutely a person in authority. This is somebody who's very intellectual, very logical. They speak from a logical standpoint. They don't necessarily come across in the most comforting way. Okay, remember this song? Would you comfort me? This one doesn't have a way of they don't really come across in a way of comfort. It's more intellectual. It's more, it's like a lawyer. It's like an authority person. It's somebody that uses their intellectual ability to cut through issues, to understand things. It could be, as I said, it could be an attorney. It could be a lawyer. It's the same thing. Attorney, a lawyer. There's a difference, though, in my mind. Attorney, it could be somebody that's helping you work with land. It could be something that's helping you, deal with documents. It could be somebody that you are absolutely having to have help you in a court case. An advisor, a financial advisor, somebody that plays by the rules. They're fair, but they're firm. Legal advice. So I want to see what this is in regards to, because that's interesting. Queen, throwing myself at you. So throwing yourself on the mercy of the court. Somebody is going to throw themselves on the mercy of the court. So now if this isn't a relationship situation, it could be just that. I have something to tell you. I remember the first person wasn't coming forward, wasn't speaking what they felt, and then the person said, if I did, would you comfort me? If what I had to say wasn't what you wanted to hear, how would you handle it? I'm throwing myself at the mercy of the court. So it could be that situation. And this is a precious one. This is someone that's endangered. So their heart, maybe they feel, is in danger. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay. So, interesting. I just split this deck into 3. This one. Okay. So the message is it's the wolf spirit, but the wolf spirit comes in reverse. So this beautiful blue-eyed timber wolf, the wolf pack, they mate for life. They take turns taking the lead. I love that about the wolf pack. There's an alpha male and there's an alpha female. It's not the male that leads. It's they take turns. Now you came in reverse. So we have the lawyer, or the advisor, or the King of Swords, which could represent somebody that comes across in a more logical manner, not necessarily someone that shows they don't show their emotions, right? So, oops, sorry. So, and now you have the wolf in reverse. So, the wolf in reverse, if you're in the upright, you're smart. You would be like the King of Swords. You would be aware. Because it's talking about turning knowledge into wisdom. But if you're in reverse, you don't have the knowledge. You don't know something. So don't pretend that you do know something when you don't. Don't pretend you know something when you don't. So don't assume something. So this is arrogance. The song, the message right now is about somebody learning from their father. I took the flashlight from my father and I learned from my father. So this is a learned person, right? This one is knowledgeable. This one is experienced. This one is a professional. This is a diplomatic person. This is somebody that is able to speak their mind with confidence because they know what they're speaking about. They've reached the status of king. They reached that way because they worked their way through. In reverse, as a wolf, you don't have that knowledge. You don't know something that you may be bragging. You may be trying to pretend like you know something when you don't. You're not teachable. You're not meek. You're not humble. The King of Swords is coming forward with information, with knowledge. And so in reverse, in the wolf, they're asking you to be teachable. Listen to what's coming forward. Be open. Be teachable so that you can learn, so that you can get to this place. Maybe this one in your life, this doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female. Maybe this one actually has wisdom. This one actually has experience and you don't. So don't pretend that you do. Don't be so haughty. Don't be so full of arrogance and pride and believing that you know something. Be open to what Spirit wants to bring to you. Be curious. Be willing to listen. Be willing to learn. We always have to be willing to learn. We're always a work in progress. We don't ever know it all. So when we embrace the spirit of the wolf, we're willing. We're willing to learn from a different source, right? So it represents, what did I say? Someone's throwing themselves at me. Their wings have broken. They're on the endangered list. They're not in a good place, so they need to listen, right? They need to listen. Maybe they're in a place where they have to ask for advice and or ask for help. And they're not because they're too proud. They need to humble themselves so that they can be helped. They're not going to be helped if they can't humble themselves because this one is at the top of their field. This is somebody who's known to be objective, to be understanding, to be professional and balanced. They're a motivational speaker. This one knows what they're speaking about. They're giving you advice. So it's asking you, if you're in this position and you're feeling this way, seek the knowledge of this one out. If you don't know, ask. Don't be too proud to ask for help. Don't be too proud to say, I don't know. I have no problem saying, I don't know what the hell's going on. If I don't understand, I don't understand. Like, can you show me clarity? So basically, I think that's the message. Don't be too proud to say, I don't know what's going on. It's okay to not know what's going on. It's frustrating, but it's okay to not know and not have all the answers. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you don't know. And you're willing to stay open because maybe this one is going to come give you the advice, right? Maybe this one is going to be able to help you. This is just showing the balance between the two. And that's basically the message. Balance your mind. Balance what you feel and balance what you think. So that you can turn the knowledge that you get into wisdom. But if you've got a block up and you're not willing to hear, your heart and your mind isn't open, you're not going to get what you need. You're not going to be able to move forward. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay with your wings unable to fly. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. That was a little confusing, but okay. We're going to go to the Egyptian Musk. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Egyptian Musk. For those who chose the Egyptian, that was like, I'll have to listen back to that. Correct for neutrality. Spirit's making me work today. Man, my head, for the last 3 days, I feel like my head's in a vice grip. And I don't normally get headaches. It's weird. It's like intense pressure, right? Correct for neutrality. I'm going to go get a manicure and pedicure today and just relax after this. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Egyptian Musk. Ooh. It was an afterthought. It was going to be in reverse, but it's in the upright. Oh, how funny is this? Time to take a rest or a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. You might get answers through meditation. And when you look, you see, it's interesting. It looks like two are ready to go, right? And this one's like, no, I'm exhausted. I need to sleep. They're waiting for this one. So that's another message I'm getting. Don't feel like you're going to miss something, right? Whatever it is can wait. Whatever it is. Song right now, I love all the subliminal things that nobody knows about you. Interesting. There's somebody watching another person for sure. So, Whatever the situation in your life, it's time to take a break. I just finished saying that. I need a rest. So that's confirmation for me right off the bat. Bam, that's how fast angels answer. And the number 4 is exactly that. The angels are all around you. You're completely guided and protected and loved. There is no reason for fear. So don't worry. With whatever it is that's going on, when Spirit says it's time to take a break, don't worry about anything that you feel needs to be handled. Don't think you're going to miss something. Don't feel like the money's not going to come. It's time to take care of yourself. It doesn't matter if you feel people are waiting for you. Because right now, you need to rest. You need to contemplate. You need to figure out maybe what you need, because for me, when I don't know what's going on, I'm not going to get it by thinking and sitting here and thinking and trying to figure the answer out. I need to relax. I need to close my eyes. I need to literally go into meditation. I'm literally being told to do this. So we'll get answers and we'll figure it out, but we can't move forward until we do. I think there's a third party situation here, right? There's somebody else, there's others involved, and they're causing pressure. They're causing pressure. And so it's like, no, I don't care, because check it out. Look at see the energy moving between these ones? Are they draining you energetically? You're being drained. 2 others are draining you energetically. Don't be pushed into making a decision. Don't feel that you need to do this. The typical message of the 4 of Swords is a man lying on, I don't know what he's lying on. To me, it looks like a coffin, but it's a bed, I suppose. And he's got, it depends on the card, because some of the cards have all 4 swords reaching down, and some have 3 and then 1 lying next to him, which means he can grab that 1 sword and go. But what I'm looking at here, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. There's 2 that are standing, and 1 is here. Where's the 3rd one or the 4th one? Must be lying on it. So 2 and 2. Song right now, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They all come back to me. X's and O's. So before you move forward and deal with whatever challenge or whatever step that you feel that you need to take, you're going to have to wait. You feel pressure, but you're not going to allow it to stop you. Well, push you. You're not going to allow it to make you move. I'm not moving until I can figure out what the hell's going on. It's been difficult. You might have gone through a breakup. I'm seeing a third-party situation here. You've been dealing with stress and trauma. There'll be 2 people on your ass constantly. 2 people pulling from you, energetically wanting from you, and you are exhausted. You're freaking exhausted, and you need solitude. I want to see what this is in regards to on the animal messengers. Those 2 are putting a lot of pressure on you. I feel it. I feel it. Two energies pulling from you. I have that happening. Actually, that's my message. I have 2 male energies pulling at me, and it's putting pressure on me. And I'm not being swayed. It's interesting because my dreams were incredibly lucid the other night. My friend Scott spent the night in Liger's room he was going to, what is that, indie concert. Coachella is in Indio right now. And he's a Uber driver, so he was going to go up there, and he needed a place halfway between. So I let him stay in Liger's room. And we stayed up really late talking because I hadn't seen him in a really long time. And I was just doing a reading because I just got these decks, and I was wanting to work with them. And I dream with people, and in my dreams, something was asked of me, and I said no, and he didn't understand. He said, explain it to me, and I said, well, I'll do a reading, and I'll show you. And I literally got the wolf message, and it said, be loyal to your path, and I wasn't planning on doing anything different anyway. But in the middle of the night, I watched this dream, and then I literally heard, you passed the test. And I told you that I've got 2 male energies pulling at me, right? And I didn't allow it to happen. I didn't allow myself to be pushed into a situation that I didn't want. And so I slept alone, right? And in the middle of the night, I literally heard the words, you passed the test. And I got mad, even in my dream. I said, it's not all right for you to test me. I don't like being tested. And I was annoyed in my dream. And then when I woke up in the morning, I thought to myself, it was my own higher self that said I passed the test. Because Spirit has told us recently, I don't know if you guys remember, we were going to be given a test. I had been given a couple of tests, and I passed them, and I was going to be given another. And I thought, what is with the tests over and over again, right? Well, it came, and I passed it. Because even though I had and I woke up, I told Scott, when I woke up, I felt like my head was in a vice grip. There was so much pressure. And it was like, it's like someone, like, you're a nut that I'm going to crack. Have you heard that expression? And I wasn't going to allow it, and I didn't allow it. But this was a fitful sleep, just like this one here. So you see these two lording over, right? There could be two that are putting pressure on you at work. There could be two, I mean, for me, it's two male energies pulling, right? And I was just exhausting. It was exhausting. So I want to see that's my personal experience. So I want to see what this is. Rabbit spirit. Okay, rabbits always talk about abundance, fertility, forward movement. What's interesting is this little rabbit looks like it has wings, and it's got wings like from an oak tree. And it's got flowers like a little garland around its head, and it's got its two little baby bunnies, one facing in one direction, one facing the other. Interesting. I thought about the osprey. One was facing in one direction, so I've got your back. We've got each other's back. The number's 49. 4, angels all around you, just like the card 4, right? Don't worry, you've got angels all around you. No reason for fear. And then the number 9, which is you have everything you need in order to move forward, light worker, stop procrastinating. And yet at the same time, Spirit says, okay, we don't want you to procrastinate, but we want you to be rested. We want you to know the direction that you're going, right? You're being told not to procrastinate. You've got everything you need, but you need to figure out the direction that you're going before you make this decision, because you want to make a decision. Yes, Spirit says time is of the essence. You need to make a decision on something, but you're not going to be hasty. You're going to use your head and your heart together. So when the rabbit comes forward, they call it a lucky time. I don't like that word because I don't believe in luck, but basically it's a positive time, a fortunate time for you, a fertile time, right? And you think about rabbits, they live in little holes under the ground. So you're going to come out from underneath the dark hole of whatever it is. So maybe this is where you were. Okay, maybe that's what we're seeing. This is where we were, and this is where we're going, right? Because here you had to take some time before you moved ahead, but now you're ready. You're coming out of that little dark hole, maybe the dark night of the soul, a place where you felt maybe vulnerable. A rabbit feels vulnerable. They have to be careful, but they've got very quick instincts, right? So it talks about starting something new because it talks about new beginnings, so a new life of some sort. And again, because we've got the number 4 circulating around, there's no reason for fear. So it's a time of productivity. So you've taken a time out. You've taken a rest. You've been maybe gone through a difficult time. You've been through a lot of pressure. You've had energies on you. You've had tests and challenges that you've passed. And now you're getting ready to move forward. Now you're going to become productive. You've rested. You've figured out where you're going to go. And it's now fertile time for you. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to co-create with Spirit. And there's going to be new ideas that come forward because that's what Spirit said. In this time period, during this meditative time, this would also be to me like it's called the 4 of Swords, but it's or 4 of Air. But to me, it's also like the Hanged Man or Hanged Woman, because you're not just hanging around doing nothing. You're thinking, you're resting, you're contemplating, it's kind of like you're planning in quiet, and you're listening to Spirit. So now that you've done all that, you're getting ready to move forward, and it's going to be very productive. That's a nice message, like that. My head is literally splitting. It's splitting, which is really strange. Song. All the single ladies, if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. Same message keeps coming through, right? Interesting. All right. So now we're going to go to the Black Panther with the blue eyes that's broken the bonds, the chains that bind. Correct for neutrality, but they're still hanging there. They're still hanging there. Are you going to use these? Can you take the bond? I like that. I think that's a good message. The chains that bound you in place, that held you down, you broke free of that, but you're holding on to them. You can use those because we're not going to be embarrassed. We're not going to be angry. We're not going to be sad. We're going to use the lessons. These are lessons. We've broken free of the chains, but we've learned the lesson. So you're going to break free from the situation, but you're going to take those lessons with you and use them for yourself or for others. Correct for neutrality on all of us. For those who chose the Panther, it's hard for me to shuffle. I have to literally do it just like this because these cards are so new. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Woo! Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Panther, what is the card? What is the message? Now you're really going to learn what it's like to miss me. Should have put a ring on it. Why is it that people only want what they can't have, or they wait until something's gone? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I heard that this morning. They lost you. They don't think they did. They're going to come back. But they're going to find out that they lost you. Correct for neutrality. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. This one. It came in reverse. I flipped it. Right? So this is the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups in reverse, it could be this, that you've lost it. So this could be a water sign, or it could just be emotions. It could be a very small offer, but it's in reverse. Somebody's dumped their cup. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it, right? Somebody thought that you would be sitting around there waiting for them. And you're dumped this cup out. So it could be that somebody's offered you something and you are rejecting this offer. Or somebody is rejecting your offer, just like the song. You should have put a ring on it. What was the message? Oh, we don't know yet. Okay, so the Panther broke free. So the Panther broke free. So this was somebody dumping out their cup. This Panther broke free. I don't want this anymore, right? This could be doubting yourself. This could be an immature person. A page is a young one, like a younger person, younger energy. As I said, it could be a small offer. It also is, I broke free. Secret. You're keeping something to yourself. If you had the Page of Cups upwards, you would be offering that, but you're not. You're not letting somebody see that. So to me, I feel like there's a secret. Because here, everybody's up in the air, everybody's showing what's going on, but you've broken away from something. So you're not sharing. You're not sharing your feelings, you're not sharing your thoughts, your ideas. It might be premature. Song right now. After all that has happened, I think that we know. Only for a moment. I want to change my mind. Doesn't feel right to me. I want to see you smile. It means I have to leave. I've broken the chains that bind. So a Page of Cups in reverse would be an immature person, somebody that doesn't want to share, doubt, insecurity, I don't trust, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. It's too late. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. I don't want this, right? It could be that you're not listening to what your intuition is telling you. It could be that you're emotionally upset about a situation. You're doubting this. You're doubting this situation. It's not working for me. That's what the message is. It's not working for me. I don't want this. I've broken away. I don't want it. Correct for neutrality. So this could be you or someone you know. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What does this mean for us? In regards to what? I want to see you smile. And so that means I have to leave. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Black Panther, the blue eyes. Hawk spirit. Let the spirit be your guide. So this is the red hawk. This is the messenger. The number 32, 3 and 2. They're so beautiful. There was one sitting on a pole the other day. I was looking beneath it. It looked just like this one. Very dark. A lot of times the red hawks are very light in color around here, but this one was very dark like that. It was gorgeous. So what's interesting is this song and this message and the chains that bind. The hawk came in reverse, right? In the upright, it's a messenger coming forward, and it's telling you to fly above, see things from a higher perspective. You know, you're paying attention to the omens and signs and signals in your intuition. Don't ignore what Spirit's bringing to you. Pay attention. It's asking you to maybe focus in on something that you're not seeing. Pay attention to the songs on the radio. But when you get it in reverse, you're not paying attention. You're doubting. I'm not interested. I don't want this. I'm not paying attention to what Spirit's saying. I'm dismissing my intuition. I'm not listening to what Spirit's bringing to me. I'm not hearing my guides. I'm not wanting to. And Spirit's saying, we want you to not dismiss this. Don't do this. Don't doubt. Don't dismiss us. This is an immature way of looking at things. Remember that first message? Don't act like you know something when you don't, right? So Spirit says, we want you to pay attention to what's going on. You're not paying attention to what's going on. Even if the messages that you are getting aren't supporting what you want, or even if the messages that you get don't seem logical to your mind, you need to trust them. Spirit is telling you, but you're not. You're dumping out your cup. You're doubting. You're not wanting to go there. This doesn't work for me. Sometimes we want certain messages and we want them to mean something. That's why, like, if I had gotten this way, I would have, oh, let's read it this way. No, I didn't get it this way. I didn't get it in the upright. I got it in reverse, right? So it's like, don't be looking at something through wishful thinking. Don't project what you want onto a situation. It isn't that. It isn't what it is. Spirit doesn't want you to get hurt, right? So we want you to pay attention. What are your motives? What is it that you're going for here? Don't use selective hearing. Song, I won't give up. How old is your soul? I won't give up. Even so, this one is upside down. This is an emotional, could be an emotional water sign or a very emotional person. The thing about this person's energy, I love this person's energy. This is an intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly, shy, possibly naive individual. It reminds me of Siam, my little Siam. And he's upside down emotionally. And song right now, I won't give up, even when you need some time to do some navigating. I'll be there patiently waiting to see what you find, because right now this person is unsure. This person is insecure. This person is not seeing the signs. This person maybe has not broken the chains that bind. Maybe they want to make it look like that. It's the end of a relationship. It's the breaking of a relationship. It's the relationship not moving forward. This energy is a kind, sensitive, gentle, shy, quiet, introverted person. I love this energy. This is like my Siam, and this is someone that's hurting. This is someone that's hurting. I won't give up, even though when the waters get rough. I don't want to be someone who walks away so easily. I want to make the difference that I can make. Our differences teach us how to use the tools that we have. And in the end, you're still my friend. We did intend for us to work. We didn't break. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn who I was, what I've got, what I'm not, and who I am. This one, these chains are not broken. They're still there. Both sides, like those two that are putting pressure. This one has not broken free. They're still there. So this one is upside down, and basically Spirit's saying, don't pretend that it isn't. It is what it is. Someone's saying they won't give up, and Spirit's asking you to pay attention to the signs and symbols and listen to the songs. You have this inner energy in front of you. There's something I'm missing in this. So it's a lot of doubt, a lot of so maybe that's what it is. It's this one here has the doubt. This one doesn't know, isn't sure, isn't paying attention to the messages and signs, and Spirit's saying, please do. Don't put your fingers in your ear and refuse to see the truth of the situation. Refuse to hear the truth of what it is. It is what it is. That's all I can say. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the money tree, the tree of life, song right now, I don't want to be alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I'm dancing with somebody new. That would be an immature way of looking at things, right? Nobody makes you do anything. You make your own choices. So this is about learning your lessons. This could be a family tree. This could be, look at the money in this family tree, growth. It's a little bit crooked. You get your money in a crooked way. Let's do this in a new way. right? Grow your own, grow your own. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the money tree, correct for neutrality on all levels. This is a strange reading. I'm not sure that I'll post it. I just heard yes you will. Okay. I'm really, really tired all of a sudden. It's really strange. Correct for neutrality on all levels. 8 of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays over. Many things happening at once. So you're being asked to stay grounded, stay rooted, because look, everyone's shooting all over the place. It could be that things haven't been moving forward. Remember that one message that everyone was, it was about waiting and about, and then the next one was not noticing the messages and signs. But then all of a sudden things are going to start moving very quickly. Whatever has been on delay, whatever you've been thinking about, it's time to move forward. So you might find yourself feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You're standing tall, you're standing straight, but everyone else is shooting off. So I'm wondering if other people are shooting off at the mouth. Crow just literally flew at the window right as I said that. Fire is definitely, it's either fast-paced energy, it's either arguments, it's passion, but it's in the upright. It could be confusion. Wands can be emotional communication as well. Fast movement, like a rocket, because they're going off like rockets all around, right? I wonder if somebody's popping up at the mouth. It could be travel, flight, air travel, because look, they're flying all over the place. Action, fast. So 8 talks about infinitely supplied. This is 8, right? Yes, 8. So change, movement, travel, things that have been on delay are no longer on delay. So somebody may be moving homes. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So moving homes, it could be jobs changing, it could be relationships changing. These relationship messages today are talking to me about things that have not worked out, right? Somebody's moving on. Freedom, because maybe you have been bound and you have broken away, or you're deciding. It's definitely talking about not resisting. So the last message was someone like putting their fingers in their ears, resisting change, right? Not moving forward. That was an immature way of looking at things, not wanting to see the signs and messages and symbols. Well, here, this could be that Spirit is going to speed things up now so that there's no choice but to go with this and allow the energy of Spirit to flow and go with it. Don't fight it. There's no fighting this situation. It's not going to work. Could be a project that's been on delay and all of a sudden everything starts moving, right? Maybe rapidly, you've got a lot of information coming in. You've got to figure things out, or you've been waiting on something to come and all of a sudden it's there. It could be very exciting because it's passionate. Could be a passionate offer coming in. It's also telling you that get moving, right? Don't push it away. So here you've been wanting things to happen and things haven't been happening. It's kind of like, when it rains, it pours. So all of a sudden everything goes moving forward at once. But when we ask for something and it's not happening, and then everything starts to happen, we want to do as much as we can. We don't want to push it away. We don't want to do the fingers in the ears, right? Not listening. Because things are about to go into high gear, and you have asked for this. So don't say no to it. Try to do as much as you can, right? You might be feeling a little overwhelmed because everything is going to be happening at one time, but you've got the tools. And you need to stay grounded. That's the most important thing. Now, if there is something that you need to communicate at this time, you're going to be understood at it better than you have been before. Right? We're past Mercury retrograde. Now this is a time that whatever it is that you want to say, or whatever words that you want to deliver, or messages that you're trying to get through, or a proposal that you're going to make to someone, you're going to be heard. You're going to be understood. This is a favorable sign for you. So it's also, everyone's looking at you. You're right in the front. You're on fire right now. You're on freaking fire. People are listening to you. People are coming to you, right? It could be that you're going to get information that you've been asking for. Remember, Spirit said, take a little time because you're not quite sure. I'm not going to let you pressure me into moving forward until I know what's going on. Well, now Spirit says it's coming. The information's going to come. It could be sudden travel, a sudden level of success. Whatever it is, it's very passionate. So let's see. Fire. It's like someone lit a fire under you, right? It's like, bam, now we're going to go. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Multitasking. What's the message? That was clear. Okay, why are we getting everything in reverse? So we got cow spirit, and the cow always to me talks about abundance. The numbers 1 and 5. So 1, do you like what you're creating with your thoughts? If not, get rid of that stinking thinking, uplift your thoughts, and create what it is that you want, because you're creating the future by what you're thinking. And the number 5 says that things aren't going very well. There's confusion, there's misunderstandings, there's fights, there's arguments, there's problems around you that require a significant change. So because of that, a significant change is coming. Now, the message in the upright says that the miracles are endless, because they are. Miracles happen all day, every day. That's the astonishing thing about them, is that they happen. So in the reverse, you're not seeing the miracles. You're not seeing the abundance. You're focusing on the negative. So pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to what's going into your mind. I'm looking at the turkey feather, the vulture. It's a turkey feather right here, which is also about abundance. It's hanging from your ear. You've got a cornucopia of flowers on your head. Everything is in blossom. Everything is in bloom. The daisies are positive. Everything is about forward movement, forward growth, happiness, abundance. But you're upside down. So are you thinking negatively? Are you not walking forward with the strength of the bull? Right? This is a bull. Look at the horns. This is a bull moving forward, strong, steady, capable. I mean, these are tough babies. So you're upside down. You're walking around like a baby, just born. You've got your wiggly little legs, right? Are you obsessing over things that aren't in your highest good? Are you eating foods that are not good for you? Because this is also about nourishing your mind, nourishing your body, nourishing your soul. Are you not getting enough rest? Are you staying awake late at night? What needs are you needing to take care of? Because the cow, the steer, the bull, this is all about proper health, nourishment, abundance, taking care. So it's also about how, are you not doing this for yourself? I said, I'm going to go take myself and get a manicure and pedicure. I need it. I deserve it. My nails are thin. They hurt. I've got to get them fixed. I want them. I'm going to get my feet done. So it's kind of like all of your nerve ends are in your feet and in your hands. And so it's massaging all of those receptors at the end. It's important for me to do that. I'm going to do that. I knew that was important. So this is about nourishing yourself, because you think about the mother cow or the bull. This is all about nourishment, what we would take in. I'm a vegetarian, but that's the message. So instead of eating the bull, this is about nourishing self. I'm thinking positive thoughts. I'm going to give myself adequate rest. I was asked at Scott's father's birthday, and he asked me to go to a birthday party, and I thought, I don't want to drive all the way down to another town. It's too far away, and spend the night in another place. And my head hurts. And even though it would be fun, I need to take care of myself, right? So I opted to not go, and I'm going to take it a little easy today. I'm going to lay down and have a little bit of a meditation before I go to my appointment. I've decided it's more important. And also my little Siam was really stressed out. He got lost and got very upset, and I don't want to leave him. I need to take care of him as well. So it's about your priorities. What are your priorities? You need to be a priority. 1 and 5 together is 6. It's telling, which is a symbol of victory, but it's also not be so worried about what's going on in the physical world. Focus more on the material world, which takes me right back to nourishing your mind, nourishing your soul, meditation. That's just what I'm thinking about. So do whatever you can to nourish yourself at this time. And understand that if you take the time to do this, which goes back to this one about the four of air, the 4 of swords, where the one was saying, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to go to that party. I'm not going to have you push me. I'm not going to tell you, make me feel like I'm forced to move when I'm not ready. Even in a situation, right? Well, I think that you should forget about that and start dating. I think you should come out with me, or I think we should do this, or I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. I don't want to do that. I know what's in my highest good. I need to honor my own soul. As soon as I said that, the osprey just flew by. Are you going to come close? Are you an osprey, or are you a seagull? It's a seagull. Seagull is freedom. So freedom of choice. Freedom of, I'm free. I don't want to feel the pressure, right? I'm going to care for myself. I'm going to do what I feel is in my highest good. And especially because things are about to start moving very quickly, right? So here's this and here's this. So, all right, everything's going to go crazy. There's a lot of pressure, but make sure that you are not pushing yourself beyond your means. Don't allow yourself to be pressured into doing something if it's going to take away from you. You need to be grounded. You need to stand firm. There's going to be a lot of things happening very quickly, and you are going to have to make decisions and choices. Maybe you will be moving. Maybe you will be traveling. So you better make sure that you're rested and you're grounded right now. Take care of yourself. This is a preemptive, I was going to say warning, but it could be very exciting too, but exhausting. So you have time right now. So take that time to take care of yourself. Instead of opting to go to a party, you know what? Your head's been not feeling right lately. You're under a lot of pressure. You don't want to feel that pressure. You're going to take care of yourself because this is about to happen. So there's your message. It's Saturday, I hope. Maybe it's Sunday. If it's Saturday, take some time. I'm not going to work anymore today. That was my message. All right, there it is. I'm going to upload this reading. I hope it was helpful for you. If you guys, if anybody would need help with a private reading, I've been doing a lot of private readings lately. I've been working a lot lately. It's why I'm tired. And I prefer the private readings to working online. And there's a message, and there's my friend Scott. What are you saying? Casting call. Casting call. That's interesting. I'm having a nap. I'm not going to a casting call. All right. So if I can help you with a private reading, I would love that. I prefer that. It's relaxing to me. Working online nonstop gets a little hectic. So my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. And I hope you enjoyed this. This deck is actually quite pretty. Look how I've got it upside down, but here, I'll do it this way. It's a nice box. It's a nice set, right? What does it say? The spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you, because that would be shamanic messages from the animal totems. Oh, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere because we had bee totem that we needed to speak about. Okay, so I'm thinking busy as a bee. Busy. The bee also says, get busy and get after the honey. It also speaks about sweet victory. So let's see what the specific message is from Bee Totem. Observe your social networks. Are you communicating effectively and keeping in touch with your loved ones? Remember those songs of the people that wanted to talk, but they hadn't been, right? So whenever the bee shows up, it's time to check out the way you've been organizing yourself, the way that examine the type of productivity, how you have been working. If you've been disorganized or indecisive, it could be because you're overtired, right? You're not grounded, and so then when you're that way, you miss opportunities. So it's about getting yourself grounded. Make sure that you set schedules. Making time for yourself goes along with our last message, right? It does show you that, as I said, get busy and get after the honey, right? It does talk about productivity, and they are busy workers, bees. But the queen bee talks about what's interesting. The queen bee, no matter how enormous the dream, says that there's a promise of fulfillment if we pursue our goals. Well, this bee fell in front of me, threw itself in front of me, and its wings fell off. This is a queen bee. Remember at the very beginning. So no matter how enormous the dream is, the queen bee emphasizes you will be having a fulfillment of your dreams if you pursue them. So don't fall down on the job. Get your wings back on. Get yourself prepared. Maybe what the problem is, you're overextending yourself. You've been drained by other people. Your dream deserves to be fulfilled, and it will if you pursue it, right? But it might be that other people have been taking from you, or you've been allowing yourself to be worked to a frazzle, and which is causing you to not only miss opportunities, but it's not seeing your dreams fulfilled. Another message from the bee itself is, are you being buzzed by certain thoughts today? Pay attention. Remember the Page of Cups, it was in reverse. I'm not listening, right? I'm not listening to the messages. I'm not seeing the signs. And B is telling you there's certain things that are coming to you and you need to listen. Why are you not listening? Song right now. Do you really love me after all? Behind those dark sunglasses, somebody does not trust. Somebody does not believe. And the bee says, let go. Let go. We want you to release whatever it is that you're holding so tight, close to your chest. Allow compassion and forgiveness to guide you, right? And it needs to be your top priority today. There's somebody that's feeling broken. Somebody who's feeling insecure. They don't have reason to, but they're feeling that way. Song right now, you're insecure, but you're turning heads when you walk to the door. That literally just came on. You don't have to cover up. The way you are is enough. Everyone in the world can see it, except for you. Everyone but you. You light up my dreams. Somebody's feeling insecure. They don't feel that they are all that they are. This is so interesting that it came right then. So it's about communicating clearly. You're not believing the truth of what Spirit's telling you. Maybe you're not listening to the messages and signs that you have everything that you need in order to move forward. You're holding yourself back, and so it's causing doubt and insecurity. That's what the Page of Cups was talking about. That's the one that wasn't moving forward, right? The blue-eyed panther. So Spirit says it's time to start recognizing the treasures that you have inside of you. It's time to communicate. Interesting. I almost forgot to share this. Why are you so shy? Don't be so shy. Everyone in the world can see this except for you. And that is the Page of Cups, because that one is shy, gentle, intuitive, loving, beautiful energy. I love it. It's my favorite energy of all. It's my favorite. It is. So Spirit says, is there someone that you need to communicate with? You need to understand the truth of who you are. You're all back together. You're beautiful. You're precious. You're on the endangered list. You know why? Because you're one of a kind. You're amazing. And there's not very many like you in the world. So the compassion and forgiveness maybe needs to be for yourself. All right. That's it. That's our messages. I hope you guys like them. I'm going to upload this and get it up as soon as I can. Talk to you soon. Happy Saturday.